Humans have always been looking for quick ways to get rich, and gold prospecting has always been a favorite way to achieve this, especially the allure of finding one or more large gold nuggets. The following shows some of the biggest nuggets found so far. Number 5. Ironstone's Crown Jewel, found in California. Ironstone's Crown Jewel gold nugget is a single piece of crystalline leaf gold, found in California, on the 24th of December 1992, by the Sonora Mining Company. The gold was found embedded in quartz rock, and initially thought to be a bit of broken mining equipment, but after a thorough cleaning process, involving hydrofluoric acid, most of the quartz was removed, to reveal a single mass of gold weighing 527.3 ounces or 16.4 kilograms. The Ironstone nugget now resides on Ironstone Vineyards in California. Gold and California have been interlinked since the famous Northern California gold rush of the late 1840s to early 1850s. The United States is still a major gold producer, and in 2020 produced an estimated 190 metric tons of gold, according to the United States Geological Survey, putting it in fourth place behind China, who produced 380 metric tons, Australia, producing 320 metric tons, and Russia, who produced 300 metric tons of gold. Nowadays, Nevada and Alaska are the US's two primary gold-producing states, although there are still gold mining operations in many other states. Number 4. King of the West, or the Normandy Nugget, found in Western Australia. The Normandy Nugget is the name given to a 820-ounce or 25.5 kilogram gold nugget found in 1997 in a dry creek bed near Coolgardie in Western Australia. Assay analysis shows the nugget to have a gold purity of between 80% and 90%. Details of the King of the West nugget, including the prospector who found it, have remained a well-kept secret, since the giant nugget was reported to have been discovered only 1 meter deep in a dry creek bed. The Normandy Nugget was purchased from the finder in 2000 by Normandy Mining, which is now part of Newmont Gold Corporation, and the nugget is currently on display in the Perth Mint, based on a long-term agreement with Newmont. Western Australia is the westernmost state of Australia, and is the country's most important gold mining region, and has been since the late 1890s, when gold was discovered in a number of areas including Coolgardie and Kalgoorlie. Today, Kalgoorlie is home to one of Australia's largest open-pit gold mines, called the Super Pit. Number 3. The Hand of Faith Nugget, found in Australia. The Hand of Faith Nugget is a 875-ounce or 27.2 kilogram gold nugget found in Kingaur, Victoria, Australia, in September 1980 by a local prospector named Kevin Hillier. The gold nugget has the honor of being the largest gold nugget ever found, using a metal detector. The nugget was found about 30 centimeters or 1 foot below the ground, and resting in a vertical position. It contains 875 troy ounces of gold, and has dimensions of 47 centimeters long, 20 centimeters wide and 9 centimeters thick, that 18 inches long, 8 inches wide and 3.5 inches thick. The area where Kevin found the Hand of Faith is known as the Potato Digging, because it is famous for its large nuggets discovered in previous gold rushes. The Hand of Faith Nugget was sold to the United States-based Golden Nugget casino chain for over $1 million, and is currently on display in the casino lobby on East Fremont Street, in the old downtown center of Las Vegas. This nugget was the second largest nugget found in Australia since the 1930s Depression era. Number 2. The Great Triangle Nugget, found in Russia. The world's second largest surviving gold nugget is the Great Triangle. This gold nugget was found in the Mias area of the Russian Urals Mountains in 1842 by Nikifor Sitkin. It has a gross weight of 1,164 ounces or 36.2 kilograms and a gold assay of 91%, meaning that it has a fine gold content of 32.94 kilograms or 1,059 troy ounces of gold. The Great Triangle has dimensions of 31 centimeters by 27 centimeters by 8 centimeters, and as the name suggests, it is triangular in shape. When found, it was dug up from a depth of about 3.5 meters. The nugget is the biggest gold nugget ever found in Russia, and was found in 1842 by 18-year-old gold prospector Nikifor Sitkin. At the time of its discovery, it was considered the biggest nugget ever found in the world. The Great Triangle Gold Nugget is owned by the Russian state, and through the State Fund for Precious Stones and Precious Metals. It is currently on display in the Kremlin in Moscow. The fund has an extensive permanent exhibition of the Russian state's crown jewels, precious stones and gold and platinum nuggets. While the Urals was one of Russia's first gold mining areas, today, there are extensive gold mining operations in many areas of the Russian Federation, particularly in the east of the country. Russia is currently the world's third largest gold producer, with an output of 300 metric tons of gold in 2020. Number 1. The world's biggest surviving gold nugget, the Pepita Canar, found in Brazil. This is the largest gold nugget that exists today. The nugget weighs 60.8 kilograms, with an estimated gold content of 52.3 kilos or 1,682 troy ounces. The dark appearance of the nugget is due to the high amount of rock embedded in the nugget. It is estimated that up to 14% of the nugget's total weight is made up of rock, hence its dull look. Even though this massive nugget is nearly 61 kilograms, it could have been even larger. But unfortunately, during the excitement of its excavation, the Pepita Canar broke into multiple pieces. This huge lump of gold was discovered in Brazil by Julio de Deus Filho in 1983, and the Brazilian central bank didn't waste their time getting their hands on it. Within a year of its discovery, they bought the whole thing, and the nugget is currently on display in the gold room of the Brazilian Central Bank in Brazil's federal capital, Brasilia. In the early 1980s, Serra Pelada became known as one of the world's most notorious gold mining areas, when over 100,000 freelance miners flocked there to engage in open-air gold mining excavations in vast, dangerous, and crowded conditions. The Serra Pelada has essentially been closed since the late 1980s, and gold mining is no longer possible due to flooding and government prohibitions. However, Brazil is still a significant gold producer, with gold production output in 2020 totaling 80 metric tons, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Larger gold nuggets have been found in the past, but they unfortunately no longer exist, having been melted down into ingots soon after their discovery. In the gold rushes of the 1800s, gold nuggets were valued purely on their gold content, so there was little or no incentive to preserve nuggets in their original form. Combine this with transportation and security issues of handling large gold nuggets in remote locations, you can understand why these large nuggets were cut up into smaller pieces. Two of the world's largest historic gold nuggets ever found were unearthed in Victoria, Australia, in the 1850s and 1860s. Both of these nuggets would have been larger than the Brazilian Pepita Canar nugget, and sometimes, they still appear in world's largest gold nugget lists, even though they no longer exist. The first of these was the Welcome Nugget, found in Ballarat, Victoria, in 1858. This gold nugget weighed approximately 69.98 kilograms or 2,250 ounces. However, the nugget was subsequently shipped to England and melted down by the Royal Mint in 1859 to fabricate gold sovereign coins. Replicas of this nugget can still be seen today in a number of Australian museums. The second largest, historical gold nugget, was also found in Australia. This is the Welcome Stranger, discovered in Victoria, Australia, in 1869. Reports as to its weight vary, but they are consistently above 70 kilograms of gold content. Within a few days of it being found, the Welcome Stranger was cut up by a blacksmith and melted down into ingots, then shipped to the Bank of England via Melbourne. However, a replica of the Welcome Stranger nugget can still be seen today at the City Museum of Melbourne.